Welcome to May Drill, Team Phoenix. So, me and Chief, we're getting old. I don't think anybody's going to debate that, especially you, Chief.
I'm not old.
And last drill video, I took a lot of guff because I kept looking down at my notes. And so, you know what? I'm going to use some notes.
It's cheating.
Yeah, it is a little bit cheating.
It's good.
You can go get your notes.
I
if you want.
might.
All right. So got my notes. We'll stay on track here. We're going to kick it off with 30, 60, 90. We got an incredibly busy drill. One of the main events that we've got in this next 30 days during this drill is Colonel Johnson. His going away is on Friday, 1 May. He's heading off to Ohio to be the wing commander out there. I can't say enough good things about Jack and his service to the 194th Wing and the Airmen. We're going to miss him, and we know he's going on to do some great things in both Ohio and then probably beyond at the national level. We're also going to welcome Colonel Lamy. Colonel Lamy's coming to us from 1st Air Force. He's going to be the wing deputy commander. He will be very familiar to some of you. Used to be the 111th commander before the 111th became the CRS. And then he went off, did a tour at 1st Air Force for a little bit. So we're going to welcome him back. So if you see him, say hello, please. Okay, and then we've got a couple changes of responsibility for some chiefs in the wing, the 262 and the Air Support Operations Group. Two different ceremonies this weekend where they will pass the responsibility between senior enlisted leaders. So that's fantastic.
Speaking of those ceremonies, yes, I'm getting old. I'm going to go
You are.
off the cuff. I'm not going to read my notes.
Okay.
On those SEL changes of responsibility, it's happening from 262. It's happening from Chief McDonald to Senior Master Sergeant Stephanie Curl. Shout out to Chief McDonald for all the things that he's done for the unit and for the group and for the wing. It's going to be a big loss for us and a big loss for them. But congrats to him on his retirement. The ASOG is going to be from Chief Rowland, is going to be retiring and passing off responsibility to Senior Master Sergeant Murner, soon to be Chief Master Sergeant Murner this weekend. And a shout out to Jason for what he's done as well for the 116th, for the group and for the wing. Two big losses for us, but also big wins for them at the same time. So shout out to Chief Murner getting promoted to Chief this weekend, Chief Helseth getting promoted to Chief this weekend. Some major happenings at the SEL level for our wing. Looking forward to those.
Yeah. Checks notes. Yep, that was all correct. Good job. All right, 60 days out. Enduring Partners is going to happen. Enduring Partners 26, it's going to happen in Thailand and in the United States. We've got a team going out to Thailand. A lot of cyber play in this one, a lot of TACP subject matter expert exchanges, some Hatter events as well. So Enduring Partners, year number 3, I think we're on now, and it's going strong. So looking forward to seeing that. And then 90 days out, we've got the Wing Picnic. That'll be August drill. We've got a civilian close day coming up, a few civilian close days. So please support. Donations are not mandatory, but they're encouraged. So please donate so that we can have one heck of a wing picnic here on the Camp Murray campus.
And that's going to be some kind of a derby day.
Cinco Day
Cinco,
Derby Day,
yes.
The 5th of Derby Day.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Looking forward
Okay.
to that. It has been a minute since we've had a video. I want to take a minute to announce our State of the Year winners. We had 5 from the wing. Shout out to Staff Sergeant Gideon Dawson from the 262 Cyber Operations Squadron. He was our Airman of the Year winner. He also won at the state level and the regional level as well. So shout out to him. Awesome achievement. Master Sergeant Chris Felix from 262 won at the state. Senior Airman Aubrey Brender, from the FSS, won the Honor Guard Member of the Year for the state. Ms. Candy Campbell won Category 2 Civilian of the Year for the state. And the 262 Cyber Ops Squadron won Squadron of the Year for the state. Pretty cool for the Boston Knights to be at that event and watch the wing really take a lot of the awards for the first time in a long time. So it made for a great evening for us. Before I kick it back to you, my first gift card clue for this month is it's near the location in the home of the 143rd and the 262. There you go. It's clue number 1.
All right. Speaking of the 143rd,
Perfect.
And the 194th, we've had a couple units go on deployment orders recently, and I want to thank the airmen who are mobilized and serving their country. some of them in a planned mobilization, others in a more of a surprise mobilization, but thank them all nonetheless. And also the team that got them out the door, because it is no small task to mobilize a group that large. And so the med group, support, the support group, all the personnelists, everything that went into getting them out the door, I can't thank you enough. Really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
And the Airman Care Center.
And the Airman Care Center.
Big part of the process.
Yeah, if I didn't mention you and you had a hand in it, come talk to me and tell me that I missed you, and then I won't do it again. But thank you, whoever you are. All right, there's also some policies that have come out that I think we need to talk about at the wing level. So just a quick rundown of some things that you may have seen in the news that I'll give you the level set for the 194th Wing. So carrying a firearm on base in your civilian capacity, not your military capacity, that is the policy that came out. The Guard is still working on how that looks for Guard installations. And then once they come out with that, the installation will look at how that's going to work here on Camp Murray. And so we are far from any sort of authorization. So status quo should be maintained. You are not authorized to carry a weapon onto Camp Murray unless you are specifically authorized in a letter from the Adjutant General. All right, and then flu shots. Some guidance came out that we don't have to get flu shots anymore. So that is the guidance. It's not going to be an annual requirement anymore. Just realize that if you do deploy, some places that you go to may require you to get shots. And so we'll deal with that when that comes up, okay? But yes, it's official, don't have to get flu shots. You may have noticed you went red in IMR for something completely different than a flu shot, and that's measles. So please follow Med Group guidance on how to get back green for measles if you did go red with a new requirement. And then finally, fitness. The fitness policy is out. The score charts are out. We're doing just diagnostic testing right now. Come July, it's official, the tests count though. Right now you can test and do a diagnostic test. I encourage units to go out and test as a unit. If you fail the test, no harm, no foul. It just gives you a baseline and so you know what you need to work on. If you pass the test, awesome, you can count that as your annual fitness test with the appropriate paperwork.
That was my lines, but it's all good.
I took your thunder.
No, I'm going to
Okay.
wing it. Speaking of all things policies, flu shots, readiness, fitness, that diagnostic runs through July, and then the test actually goes live starting on July. So just make sure you are prepared for that. Speaking of readiness type stuff, this caught me by surprise, so it's happening to you guys as well, I'm sure. Please make sure you're staying on top of your medical readiness, your blood draws, and things of that nature that you may or may not like getting, and also your training. There's not been a lot of guidance on ancillary training lately, and a lot of us have fallen by the wayside. With the uptick in deployments and mobilizations, please make every effort to make sure that your readiness is in check, to include fitness, medical, and your training. And the second clue is this is a place where one Master Sergeant Jerry Filateo knows all too well.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it the ice cream machine?
I can't tell you, sir.
Okay. All right. All right. And then finally, I want to update you on the Integrated Warfare Wing, CONOP, and where we stand with that. So you haven't heard me talk about it much lately, and that is because we kind of got a definitive answer from the National Guard Bureau, the A8 division that sets programming for the Guard, decides what missions go where in coordination with other offices and the DANG, of course. But essentially it's we hear you loud and clear, we know what you want to do. However, we can't get to it in this year's POM and maybe not even next year's POM. And so POM is the budgeting process that the DoD uses. They said we're trying to fix broken glass in other wings, and the 194th right now is really healthy. So we're in a position where we just need to sit and wait for a little while. We're still going to be integrating as much as we can. We're still going to be pursuing innovation and things like that, and figuring out where we can have some cross-functional exercises. but to actually get reprogrammed at the National Guard level, that's going to take some time. So thank you for your patience, and we're kind of in a holding pattern. All right? So you and I were talking on the way up here that we could talk about 20 more things. There's so much going on in the wing. We don't want this video to be 15 to 20 minutes long, though, so we had to cut it off somewhere.
We do.
So you got one last clue?
I don't. We're good.
That's
Just
all the
those two.
clues are out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I feel like it's not very
They'll-
clear.
I think they're going to figure it out.
Okay.
Near the home with the 143rd and the 262, and a place that Sergeant Filateo knows all too well.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Busy drill. I encourage you to get around and see as many of your fellow airmen as you can. We should have a good time. It's a 3-day drill, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everybody's drilling. So this place should be packed. All right, so we'll see you around. Thanks, Team Phoenix.
Have a great drill.